Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sarah Arakelians, your clinical pharmacist. Welcome to another episode of Pharmacy Talk USA. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to receive daily notifications on medication news and updates, as well as medication information education. So today I want to relay another news that came out to the market related to Tenecteplase. It's a major news in stroke patients, and that is Tenecteplase has finally been approved by FDA for stroke. So a few information for you. FDA approved Genentech's Tenecteplase or TNKs in acute ischemic stroke in adults. This is almost a week ago. Tenecteplase is the first stroke medicine approved by the FDA in nearly 30 years, so it's a big deal. Single 5 second intravenous bolus of tenecteplate provides a faster and simpler administration than the approved standard of care. The Genentech has developed only two FDA-approved medicines right now to treat acute ischemic stroke. One is TNK, tenecteplase, or Activase or Altiplase. So between the tenecteplase, Altiplase, these are the two FDA-approved medicines for acute ischemic stroke. US FDA has approved tenecteplase, a thrombolytic or clot dissolving agent for the treatment of acute ischemic stroke, as I mentioned in adults. And I have another video that I talk more about tenecteplase and how it works and the dosing and the administration. Make sure to refer to that video to get more familiar with the tenecteplase medication by itself. It's delivered as a single 5 second IV bolus, faster and simpler in the administration compared to the standard of care. Alpha Activase, which is administered IV bolus, followed by a 60-minute infusion. So that's the difference between the TNK and Alteplase. The major one is Tenecteplase is just the IV fast bolus, and Alteplase is bolus and then 60-minute infusion. So Tenecteplase dosing is much easier than Alteplase. Genentech will also be introducing a new 25 milligram vial configuration in the coming months to support the approval of the TNKs for US in US for acute ischemic stroke. Stroke is the fifth leading cause of death and the leading cause of long-term disability in the United States, affecting more than 795,000 people each year. Just some more statistics about stroke. About every 40 seconds, somebody in US has a stroke. Almost 1 in 6 deaths related to the cardiovascular death is due to stroke. So stroke is a major deal, causing harm to many individuals and deaths on regular basis. So it's a very common event for patients in the United States. So approving Tenecteplase now as an official approval for stroke is a major deal. During an acute ischemic stroke, brain damage occurs and progresses rapidly, meaning every moment without intervention leads to irreversible loss of nervous tissue, making it medically immediate attention to medical needs of these patients. The approval is based on the large multi-center non-inferiority study demonstrating that TNKase is comparable to Activase in acute ischemic stroke in patients in terms of safety and efficacy. The ACT trial, ACT, Alteplase compared to Tenecteplase trial compared Tenecteplase to Activase in treating patients with acute ischemic stroke who presented with disabling neurological deficit. So again, this is a news update and that we went over Tenecteplase approval by FDA finally for ischemic stroke. This is marks another medication approved within last 30 years in the United States for stroke. As I mentioned, it comes from genetic pharmaceuticals, as you see in the image over here in the two vial options that I have provided. TNK works is delivered within a single 5-second intravenous bolus. Again, the difference between Tenecteplase, as I mentioned, versus the alteplase is the Tenecteplase is just a rapid infusion bolus versus the Activase, which is a bolus and then 60-minute infusion follow-up. Obviously Tenecteplase being administered much easier is a much more preferred option than Alteplase. Now finally having the FDA approval for stroke, it makes it a different story for everyone to be using Tenecteplase. Again, much easier. Also, Genentech, part of this news update, they offer that they will be coming out with a 25 milligram vial soon in the market, probably around July time. I'll keep you updated on that. We also covered about the Tenecteplase and the need, and stroke is something that it affects many individuals in the United States. As I mentioned, about every 40 seconds, somebody in the United States has a stroke. 1 in 6 deaths caused by cardiovascular deaths is caused by stroke. And then it's a fifth leading cause of death in the United States, affecting more than 795,000 individuals each year. So proving the Tenecteplase now as a new option is a great option, great progress within last 30 years as another medication approved for stroke. This and lastly, this study was based on a study called ACT, alteplase compared to tenecteplase study. It was a large multi-center non-formulary non-inferiority study demonstrating that tenecteplase is comparable to Activase in acute ischemic stroke or AIS in terms of safety and efficacy. The Actral compared these two drugs in treating patients with acute ischemic stroke who presented with a disabling neurological deficit. So make sure to follow FDA news or Genentech news, the manufacturer that makes Tenecteplase, for more information on Tenecteplase, a new indication, new package insert, as well as the new 25 milligram vial coming to the market to be used and to be available in US for those patients with stroke. For more questions, make sure to comment on the video, like the video, comment on the video, and ask your questions about the Tenecteplase, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have about this medication. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, stay safe and take your medications.